So, can you hear me? Okay, I'm not sure how much of that actually came through. Server Interactive, you said is the audio off? Yeah, for some reason, while it looked like it was picking up my microphone, I just got an error message saying I wasn't coming through. I'm also wondering, can you hear the game? So there is some background music which I have turned down a bit, but it should have. I mean, there should be something playing. I'm wondering if this is the same. I had a similar issue when I was streaming Star Trek Voyager across the unknown. It seems to happen with certain games, but not with others, and I'm not sure why. So, can you hear me now? And two, can you hear the game audio as well? And it also says need to change the video resolution. What's happened with OBS today? Hold on, let me just quickly have a look at OBS and then say game capture. What is the resolution of this? Preview scaling. Yeah, scale to window. Can hear your voice, cannot hear the game. Okay, what I'm going to do, give me one moment. Looks like I need to change a couple of things. So if I go like that, and then this audio, let's change you. Okay, can you hear the game now? So there should be, yeah, something there now. It's also saying, does the video resolution also look weird on your end, or is that normal? Does that look fine? Because for some reason OBS is saying that my default resolution has changed to 2560 by 1600, which is not the standard that I have set for YouTube. I'm wondering if there was some kind of... I did just update Windows, so I'm wondering if there was something in there that, yeah, messed it up. Let's... Scale filtering, yet none. Transform. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to do that. Yes, it looks low res. So the game itself is generally low res, but the video it should not be. So let me quickly capture specific window. Yes, and then it's not transform. What is the scaling? Scale to window. Resolution looks good now. Okay, oh, I haven't changed anything yet. Okay, so I'm wondering if maybe that's just OBS messing up. It could be. I think it just needed to buffer. It looks good. Okay, so what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by OBS and YouTube not playing nicely together. So this is a game called Nova Patria. This is a game that tries to answer the question, what would happen if the Roman Empire hadn't fallen, but instead developed steampunk technology? And so what we are doing is we are playing as the like a governor of a new area that Rome is trying to colonize, and we basically need to survive. And so this is a colony management and simulation type game. So first, what we need to do is we need to establish our dominion. We need to find a city that is, or found a city rather, that's built near the ocean and next to a source of fresh water. So all of these rivers here basically are what we are looking for. So I'd like somewhere where I can expand a bit, somewhere that is... Yeah, so we're going to have to build directly on the coast because we need to build a dock to get supplies from Rome. I'm thinking, why don't we start around here? Maybe this would be a good place. Yeah, let's try right here. So this should be a good place. And so what we need to do is we are going to be founding a lot of cities and basically kind of working our way inwards. To do that, we do always need fresh water, but we can build aqueducts and things from these sources that are here or at the beginning of rivers. So that's what we're going to have to do. So we need to build our merchant docks. So I'm going to put those here. And then, yeah, we're not going to worry about the tutorial here. I can walk you through that myself. So we are going to unpause. And then what we basically need to do is let all of this build, and we actually are getting a supply ship from Rome right here, which has some of our initial building materials to it. So we actually need to build this house, for example. There's a lot of things we need to build and to grow this city. And in fact, to grow this city, we absolutely need to found other cities, because one city won't be able to support itself. So what we have, this top bar here is the number of people living in there, and the bottom bar is the number of industries we have. Those must always be balanced, so we always need at least one person living there, and per person living there we need to have an industry. If we don't have one of those two things, we won't level up like it's doing at the moment. So we've got a house here that's tier 1 is consuming fish, which we're currently importing from Rome, and we've got the merchant dock as well. So we are now tier 2. As you see, it automatically builds our houses for us. That's actually not something that we can control placement a little bit, but that is all done automatically. What we need to do is actually focus more on the industry and supplying these houses. So for example, this is a tier 1 house. It needs fish. The same is also true for this. So what I'm going to do, I am going to, in our city, I'm going to put a fishing dock. I guess let's put you here. And so what we'll do is we'll start producing our own fish. Excellent. So this will be built using resources that we have imported from Rome. And yeah, then our new pop will start working that job. And then eventually what will happen is that we will, yeah, we'll keep growing and growing and growing. So we are just about to upgrade past level 2. We're going to level 3 now. Boom, and we've got yet another house over here. So I'm thinking what we can do next. So we are currently importing lumber, and we're importing concrete. So as you see, these are our resources. They are being transported to these various places that need them. We can also build our own roads. So for example, if I say we can go like that, like that, for example, and that road will now be built there. And as you can see, there is some concrete moving along this road. And there will be several bits of concrete moving along those roads. But I think actually we don't have much at the moment. Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to come up with another industry. And I happen to know that we are going to need wheat and kind of flour for our next level of house. So from level 4 onwards, we need that. However, there's no way that we are going to be able to build all of that within one town or city. So what we'll actually need to do is found another town somewhere. However, we have to keep in mind the range of this merchant dock here. So if I click that, if I mouse over this, you can see kind of a range of our merchant dock here. So I need to build a city either within this radius, or I need to build a warehouse. A warehouse does count as industry, and it does need to be built within your city, and it does need to be built with access to water. As we can see, if we were to build it here, we wouldn't actually get much in the way of this kind of building radius. So roads in this game do extend this radius, but at the moment, I don't really see anything that would be... There's no point in placing this down. So what we could do is say, let's build a city center over... hold on, let me just check this again. Yes, it can reach all the way over here. So if I build a city center here, I think that's as far as we can build it. Yeah, we can then start setting up another city there. What I would like to do, let us build a... or extend our roads, I should say, all the way here, because that will be useful. That will make our, as you can see, our resources move much slower without roads. And what I would like to do, yeah, you see they're moving very, very slowly. What I'd like to do here is actually set this up for lumber production. So that's one of the goods that we are importing from Rome. In fact, what I'd like to do, let's stop importing from overseas, and I'm just going to set this to neutral for right now. So this fishing dock is going to support, yeah, this area over here, as well as this city over here. because it's all within range of this merchant dock. But what we absolutely will also do is we are going to build a warehouse over here to help extend the range of this dock. So speaking of extending the range, since we built this road, if you remember, our radius only went to here for our merchant dock originally. Now we can see this entire, or we can go this far up to this block. So that those roads have helped a little bit. So I'm thinking what we could do, let's build a warehouse here. Well, we need another house in Jude. We need to wait for this to finish building. So what I'm thinking about doing, why don't we create another fishing dock here? That will definitely just mean that we can provide enough fish for all of this area. And then if I say, actually, I'm thinking, rather than doing lumber for right now, what we could do is go for the wheat farm and then the flour mill, because we need that for tier 2. And once this reaches level 4, we won't be able to go any higher because we need to have all of our construction and our houses to be at max. So as we can see, we're constructing a tier 2 house. It needs 2 lumber resources, and yeah, this tier 2 house will need wheat. So I'm actually thinking you need to be near a river. Actually, what we could do, let's go for the logging camp first, simply because that will allow us to expand. Oh, you need to be built on even ground. So if we, let's set you to be there. So you'll get your logging camp, and then you'll expand. Yeah, that looks good. And then for levels 2 and 3, we can put in the wheat farm and then the flour mill. So as we can see over here, this tier 2 house consumes fish and it consumes flour, which we do not yet have. So I want to quickly just say, let's build a road here, like that, to connect you. And then, yeah, you are producing logs. Again, not that we're actually using the logs at the moment, so it's just kind of being created and sold directly. And instead, what we should do is... So, you are at level 4. You need... I mean, actually, what I'll do, let's focus on this one, this town first. Because that is more important. This is all uneven terrain, which we cannot build on yet. We can do some research to try and improve that, but we can't build on it yet. This is another house. What I'm now thinking about doing, let's do that wheat farm. Oh, we need access to water. And another house. Must neighbor a river. So we could put it like there or there. Which, yeah, we will do once this has been built. Yeah, so we will just have to wait for that. You can speed up the game as well, so I can go to max, which is speed 4, which is what we're on right now. So here, we need wheat and flour. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still want to upgrade you. So let's do wheat there, and on our next upgrade, we'll do a flour mill. And that should then start providing stuff for this house over here. Yeah, because our dock does reach that far. The other thing we're going to need to worry about is this warehouse. But I'm thinking this should produce enough. Actually, what we could do here, why don't we build a wheat farm here for level 4 there? Because this flour mill can take inputs from multiple wheat farms. So that's what we're going to do. You are upgrading to level 3. And then once I build this... Oh, sorry, it must be built on a hill. I think we might need to build it... up here. Must be built on a hill. Oh, we can't do an uneven terrain. We need to do a flat terrain, but on a hill. And we need fresh water. So what we can do, we can build an aqueduct. In fact, I'm thinking, let's build the aqueduct something like that. Construction stalled, not in range of cement. Let's start with that. And then what I'd like to do is say flour mill. We will be able to do it here once this is actually built. And part of that will be built, which is the important part. Yeah, so we should be able to get these two squares being built, and that will then give us water in the surrounding squares as well. What we can also do is we can build a fountain at the end. That gives us access to a lot more water. But of course we are not going to build it over here. So we're not going to worry about that yet. What I'm actually hoping that we'll also do is be able to... can we build... the question is, can we build another... cannot branch from another aqueduct. No, so we'd have to build from, like, over here. Which I'm thinking, if we, again, select this one... it wouldn't actually reach all the way up there. So what we might need to do is build a warehouse somewhere, like over here, to make it reach. Okay. So, if we then go and build the flour mill... Oh, I think I've misunderstood this. We need to have a fountain... okay, you know what? I've misunderstood this. So what we're going to do, let's demolish the aqueduct there. And I'm thinking, can we build the fountain... It must be on even ground. Oh, you know what? I think we'll have to build the fountain here. So that way we can then use these 3 tiles. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm definitely still learning this game as well. So let's remove those. I'm then going to build aqueduct there. And then build the fountain. I must connect to the aqueduct end. Hold on. Demolish that. Let's then build aqueduct. I think this is the right tile here. And then build the fountain. I think this needs to be built first, and then we will be able to connect it. Okay. Anyway, what we can do now... And then we can build the wheat farm. One of those 3 tiles. I don't know if the fountain counts as industry. I think it does. I think everything basically counts as a... So basically this is the blue bar here is the population, and then any other buildings fill in this darker blue bar below. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's go for the fountain. Yes, we can now build a fountain here. And then this town will expand again. And then we can build the flour mill afterwards. And what we should also do is try and connect it with a road. Go like that. Oh yeah, they're trying to move that way, which is fine. You can build diagonally as well. So that will be useful. So that will then give this house a supply of... in fact, what we could do, let's build a road like that, and to give it a more direct supply of this flour. Excellent, so that is being built. That is the 3rd building here, so Jude is now upgrading. And then afterwards, we will build the wheat farm. Wait a minute. Oh, it's still upgrading? No, it's going halfway. Oh no, okay. It's just moved up to this line here. So we're supposed to build it on a hill, but it doesn't seem to have expanded. That doesn't seem quite right. Anyway, what we can do maybe is say if we place a warehouse. We need more houses in Jude. Oh no, okay, that's now fine. So if we build you here... excellent. You then actually reach over here. So what we'll do, let's build a city here, and this might be a better place to try and put the flour mill. So that would be your extra building. We've now got a level 2 house here as well. And what I'd definitely like to do is add in some roads. So let's go like that, and then like that. Again, just to connect everything. And then let's go like that. Yeah, and how is our cement doing? Oh yeah, we're still importing, so we're still doing fine. What I need to start doing soon is selling off stuff so that we're positive, although it looks like we're just about there. Yeah, we're now there. Excellent. So even without fulfilling the tier 2 housing, we are there already. Excellent. So I'm just thinking how I continue to expand. So here's a spring. This is where we could do a aqueduct. There's another one there. The start of rivers are always started by a spring, so that would be good as well. And then over here, and a lake as well. We can build around lakes. That is technically fresh water as well. So I'm thinking maybe if we expand this way, this will be a lot of plains which we can use for farming. This will be a lot of forest which we can use for things like timber, so that will be very useful. The other thing we could also do is we can actually build roads diagonally like this, and then as we place things here, those roads can be replaced with like squares. Okay, so this one, you're going to build, yeah, something there. Let's now add, maybe let's do a wheat farm here once this is built. It's taking a while to get there, but that's absolutely fine. And we need to do it by a river, so we'll do that. And then with our expansion, we should then have a flat... yeah, we could build a mill here. Must have access to fresh water. Actually, we can build it here, because it will have access to the fresh water and be in the city. So that would be excellent. So let's do a wheat farm here now that that's finished. Yeah, and then what I will also do, I'll have to build a warehouse over here. And so the warehouses, they exchange goods between each one. So the merchant dock and the warehouses are all interconnected, which is great. We will also get into research. You have to build a monastery for that. So monastery does research here. That costs a lot of money, however, and I see we are very negative. So... I mean, hopefully we don't go into the negatives. No, it looks like we're okay for now. You are upgrading. Okay, and we're back to positive. That is excellent. So imports and city upkeeps, but we're getting enough from taxes, from everything that's fully supplied. Tier 2 is undersupplied, but that's because of the lack of the flour mill. Oh yeah, we still need to wait for this house to be built, but then that should be fine. So let's build a road like that. I'm then also going to set this flour mill to build, and then we will finally be able to supply flour everywhere. Would be excellent. And you know what, let's build some roads like that as well, because when we place the flour mill here, yeah, that's where our resources will go anyway. So that's how they will flow. I might build a diagonal here as well for the road. There we go. So let's put you down. So now our wheat should start flowing to various different tier 2 houses. So one over here and one over there. Excellent. And I'm thinking what I could actually do, because we can't build on uneven terrain yet. I think I'm going to add a road like that. So that way, yeah, our resources that are moving up here can get there a bit faster. So we need to supply... So these two won't expand until we supply them with wheat. So that's hopefully what's coming. This place can continue expanding. What I'd like to do is we'll build another wheat farm over here, I think. Because this wheat, or this flour mill can take a lot of wheat. So we can have multiple wheat farms per flour mill. Be useful. Oh, and speaking of, there goes our first bit of flour. Unfortunately, we cannot click on the resource to see where it's going. That would be nice, but considering the only tier 2 house is down here, I think that's where it's going. So let's build another wheat farm here once this house is built. Yeah, like so. Oh, and we actually need the money as well. Yeah, we need to go back to positive. We've got the expense without getting the tax yet. And yeah, so we cannot build a wheat farm yet because it costs money, and we can't do that yet. So as we can see, this red bar here means that something is not being supplied. And it's the industry, and it's our second building, which is this one here, which means that our wheat mill is not being fully supplied with wheat. So we actually need another wheat farm here. And now that we're positive again, let me place that down so that way it's built. And then hopefully that will be even more. So yeah, as we can see, it consumes a lot of wheat, and yeah, there aren't that many, there isn't a lot of wheat available. Yeah. So, wheat farm here. Oh, the other thing is we're also not transmitting wheat far enough, I think. Yeah, you can transmit far enough. So, okay, so I take that back. You can transmit far enough. So we've now got 2 tier 2 houses. Sorry, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see another house. Oh, sorry, this is a tier 3 house. So we now want jerky. It's going to take us a while to get there, because we need a bunch of other stuff first. So I think you are now producing constantly, which is why we are going to be getting this extra house. Yeah, on the whole, you're now... Yeah, okay. So we need another building, and I'm thinking it's probably going to have to be a... well, I was going to say, it probably will have to be a warehouse, but I'm actually wondering if we can get this to level 2 first. Yeah, you're a level 2 house. You still are not fully consuming stuff, so I think if we say build a wheat farm... Oh, hold on, it needs to be by the river. Let's go like that. Build a wheat farm there. That should then help with supply. Yeah, because this one still isn't... these are the tier 3 houses. So that's then jerky. So what we'll need is to build a hunter's lodge and then a smokehouse. And we need to do that in forest tiles. So what I'm actually thinking, if we build another city... well, we need another warehouse first. And then if we build a city... maybe here? I'm wondering how far we can get with this warehouse. So if we say, build a warehouse here. Yeah, because it has to be by a river. What I'm thinking is if we extend the road, that will also help us. And then we can try and... But to say, try and extend the aqueduct from here, but I think we won't actually make it. So what we can try to do... you actually need another industry building. And what's happening here? So if we click on the town hall, consuming 0 flour per week because we're not producing enough flour. So actually, another flour farm or another wheat farm might be good. Although, again, I'm wondering if this, because this is saying like plus minus, and that means it's just not being used. So what I'm thinking is that it's not being transmitted here for some reason. Again, let's connect a road there. That might help. And then what we could do is... Well, hold on. So fish seems to be flowing fine. If we take a look, we do have some overlays. We can look at different things in our economy. Let's look at fish. 1.3 cumulative production per week. Actually, that's excellent because what we can then do is go here and say build another fishing. Oh, you need access to fresh water. So why could we build it there? Must be built on a river. Oh yes, we can build it here. There we go. That will be the next fishing dock. So that will be the 5 industries there. Then we'll be producing enough fish per week. Wheat, it looks like we're doing enough. Flour, we are not producing enough. So fish is coming here. You know what, why don't we say, let's try to build a warehouse here. So what we might have to do is build a warehouse here, build a city over here, and then use that to leapfrog this way. We need to build that house, though, before we can go any farther. You also need... actually, what we can do here, let's add a lumber mill. Must be built on even ground. And I think... Oh, you do not need... You need to have access to fresh water. Which here, that is actually giving us access. You know what, let's do that. Again, this is not going to be fully able to produce lumber. But it means we won't have to import as much, and we can become self-sufficient there. So you... This now looks self-sufficient. It's not bouncing around. So again, we are going to build the warehouse here once this house is built. And I'm actually wondering... Oh, you can't reach all the way there. So what I'm thinking... Well, can we still build the warehouse already? No, we need that house. What we can do maybe is let's delete the... Let's delete this farm. And then what we can do is build the warehouse, and then I will add that farm back. But we won't be able to continue expanding without that warehouse. So that is very important. Yeah, that's very important that we do that. So you are on the way. Oh, in fact, might have just been missing the resources for that house. Okay, that's good to know, because then we can rebuild this, sorry, not flour mill, wheat farm there, once this house is built. Now, which shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Though maybe I take that back. You are missing concrete, or cement, sorry. You have cement, and are maybe sending it. That's fish. That's fish. That's fish. Okay, we've also got these carriages now, and these directly send things between warehouses. So this might actually be our cement here. Fish, even more fish, lumber. Oh, that was some cement there. There we go. So now let's add in the wheat farm back. So if we take a look here, yes, we can now expand all the way out to over here, which is excellent. So let's build another city center. Let's put you there. I'm then also going to build a road like that. And I'm thinking this will probably be fishing again, simply because it's on the coast. We will also need sand to make our cement. So like a limestone mine. Requires a limestone deposit, which actually I think is up here. Let's turn off the aqueduct stuff. Yeah, these rocks here, that's a limestone deposit. This is a limestone deposit as well, so we will start having to make use of those. And we do want jerky. That's something else that we will need. So we need forest, basically, and what I would like to do is say... If I build... just a road heading this way towards the forest. This is currently in range, so let's build that. And then over here, I'm also going to build the fishing dock. Right here, I guess. Must have access to fresh water and built in the city. So we need to build you there. And so we'll have fish being supplied from this side and from over here. Although I think this will be only fish, whereas this other side, we'll just have kind of maybe two, because I think I can put another one here, and that would be fine. Okay, so with this road, we could go to there without the road, and now we can go a little bit farther than that. That's good. Can you also... You cannot yet reach this source, but what we might be able to do is let's build a road. We can go that far at least, and then you know what, maybe I think we can go probably 2 more blocks, or approximately 2 more blocks. And then we will see if we're able to build another city around here. I'm thinking probably not yet, because we need to actually get... we need to get to... or I'm going to need to build yet another warehouse over here. Probably that it will enable me to get to the lake. So we'll probably have to go kind of around and then up. Unless we can get one of these, but I think, yeah, we need jerky first, and we don't have enough industry there. So, you are building the next house. You've now finished. Let's build the next bit of industry, which is going to be yet another fishing dock over here. And of course, I will connect you with the road, because that's important. And so we'll definitely have enough fish. Yeah, we've got a green arrow. That's definitely enough fish. Also producing enough wheat. And our flour production keeps going up and down. So what I'm thinking is that our next building here might actually be a wheat farm. Especially if we then say build a road. Oh yes, you can't go diagonal over the river. You have to go like that. So let's do that. And then build a wheat farm here. Anywhere we've got this kind of grass, it means that it has fresh water, and so we can build a wheat farm there if we want. So this, yeah, you don't have enough lumber, which we knew already. We need jerky here, so that's going to have to come from probably this forest up here. So lots of fish streaming in, which is excellent. Here is the next house. That's you built there. Okay, well in that case, what we can do is we will build our wheat farm here. Yeah, just to make sure that our flour production is fine. I do notice that this is still... You see that plus and minus coming up, the green plus and the red minus. So there's the green plus there, then a red minus. That means it's automatically being sold. So I'm actually wondering if we build a flour mill here, we need more population and a house. Yeah, okay. So we can't build anything there yet. Yeah, can't build it there yet. But we can build something else here. You know, what if we... Okay, you can now go out another block with this road, so let's do that. And then what I'm also... how to best expand? So there is a tree here. I mean, we could actually build another lumber mill there. Hi Reed, good evening, how are you doing? What we could do is build another lumber mill here. I don't know, though, if that's actually going to be transmitted. Actually, you know what we could do? You know what we should do? Is I'm going to build my first monastery. So that way we can do some... oh, you need access to fresh water, so I guess let's put you here. So, the monastery will allow us to start doing some research. So what I will do, let's just do this Aleopile engineering, which the Aleopile is a steam-spun sphere set in motion by heat. Not only do we begin to grasp its true potential and the greater works it may yet inspire. So again, not much that we can do with that, but then we can go farther. And what I will do is probably work around this way, which will help us with our upgrading our warehouses to then do more than 3 resources. Great. So, you are expanding again. What I'd like to do is, once you've finished your expanding, that's going to be tier 2. a tier 2 house, which means it will need flour. I'm wondering... We're probably not making enough. So we're making enough wheat, but not enough flour. I'm going to need another mill, but I need a hill for that, and that's either here or in this town. So that's got to wait, unfortunately. What I will then do, let's build another warehouse. Oh, you need access to fresh water. I guess let's put you here. So that way it will be supplied with things, and again, we can continue expanding. Or in theory, we can continue expanding. So actually, what I would like to do, let's build the road all the way here, and then we should be able to build a build another city right here, which will be excellent. This one will specialize in hunting and creating jerky because we've got the forest here. We'll also then be able to expand over here, and then hopefully get some limestone. And this, oh, you can actually go a little bit. Oh, sorry, maybe not. Let's not do that road there like that. Let's just do a normal road. Yeah, you can go that far, so let's do that instead. We're actually doing really well for fish, so what we could also do is say, merchant dock can't be built on a river. Yeah, okay, we can't build it at the mouth of the river. What we can actually start doing is exporting fish here, because we've got a good amount, and I don't think... yeah, I think we can start exporting fish, so we'll start getting even more money per year. Yeah, excellent. So you are continuing to expand there. I'm then going to build a city center here. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So here, iron mine, coal mine, cement factory requires the ocean. And you require a limestone deposit, which are these rocks up here. So that's something else that we'll have to move. Okay. So, let's close you. City centers under construction. We'll build a house here. I'm actually thinking what we could do... Well, what would be a good... So I think we need, if we go to the Hunter's Lodge, you require forest. So this isn't forest yet, it's these dark green ones. So we need something first that we can easily supply with a forest. I'm wondering if we... Oh, I'm just seeing our flow of goods here. Let's build a road there. And then you are, yeah, building that house. I mean, I guess we could do a fishing dock. That would be the easiest right here. We are also on freshwater. Actually, oh, hold on. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's demolish this building. And what we can actually do already is say, if we go to the... So this merchant dock goes all the way here. Sorry, not the merchant dock, the warehouse. Let's build a warehouse there, and then that will be supplied very easily. And then when we expand, we can then start... expanding this way. What I'd also like to do, let's you are going to maybe, let's say, go choose those two next for our housing, because I don't want it to build on the forest tiles directly. I want to use those myself. So we can build something else here. I think it's just the tier 3 house. Yeah, you are the only one that's... Oh, and we do need more flour. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do... you're now expanding. You need... Well, we're fine for flour. What we... sorry, we're fine for wheat. We need flour. So I need another one of these flour mills. But it has to be built on... so it needs access to fresh water, and it also needs access, it needs to be built on hills, which is these ones right here. So really we need to supply this tier 2 house. Oh, okay, so we finished our research. So what we can do, if we go to fishing docks and hunting lodges produce 10% faster if not placed next to the same building. Or what we can do is irrigation. So wheat, vineyards, and tobacco farms no longer require a river, We gain 10% production speed if placed by one, or we can go for iron and steel. I'm actually thinking what we should do, let's go this way, because what I would like to do is expand the storerooms, which is this one right here, from 3 to 5 storage sections. So let's do you. And then we will choose this one next, the Aether Lift Works. Oh, and you, let's build a road this way. And then what we can do is build a city over here. So actually, in fact, let's go like that. And then here, let's connect you like that. And then over here, let's start by going and building a hunter's lodge. Here. And this smokehouse. Oh, you can actually build... Oh, no, you need access to fresh water. So what we'll do, we'll build that here, I think. Or maybe... Yeah, we'll build that here. Once it upgrades to the next level. Yeah, which will be excellent. And then hopefully that will... Once we get this upgrade as well, or this Aether Lift Works, we can then start moving some more of that without having to worry about timber and cement not moving. Okay, so that's that. Let's now... Okay, hold on. Got to build the house first. Yeah, which doesn't take very long, fortunately. And then we will... Yeah, build this smokehouse. Like so. Like that. And then then we'll start actually producing jerky, which would be excellent. So, what I would then like to do is set all of my these warehouses, once it gets to 5 units, what I would like to do is set those to be, or to start moving, jerky and flour. So Reed says, are there enemy AIs? No, there's not. You are just playing kind of against yourself and against a time limit. So you've got X number of years to complete these goals here. So we need 24 cities. Well, and these are ones that I've chosen. So 24 cities. A city needs to have a population of 24. And then total wealth of 500,000. So that's money here. Once you have reached these goals, you then get perks, which you then get for your next game. So those can be selected. So you here, this is fresh water and trees. I'm thinking what we could do is, well, we need to build something. A wheat farm might not be a bad idea, simply because we could then put it up here. Or we can then put another flour mill up here, so we can produce flour in this area. And then it doesn't have to move as far. So yeah, we're going to try that. And then you... Well, so what I'm thinking, we need to continue expanding this way. I mean, we need to continue expanding in several directions. So this is a smokehouse. You are undersupplied with logs. And well, actually you're fine with raw meat, so let's add a logging camp here. Must have access to fresh water and to trees. Well, this is a good spot for it, so let's do that. And you just want logs, which is not lumber. That's like unprocessed material, so that should actually be perfect. That will then go directly to the smokehouse, and that should be fine. Over here, you are about to get access to the flour mill, which we can then start sending flour to various places. So if I go like that, for example, that will cover this tier 2 house, then it can upgrade. And things look like they're going well. So actually what we could do, let's build that road and that road, because we will need them shortly. We will definitely build the flour mill here. And then we'll need to add more wheat farms in various places. So that's now, yeah, going to the smokehouse. Those are not moving yet because I don't think Yeah, this smokehouse... sorry. This smokehouse does not reach all the way to this tier 3 house. So what we need to do is the upgrade for the warehouses. We will then start moving those things around. So, let's go for the flour mill now that we can. And that will move directly there. I'll then build another wheat farm here, because that's important. In fact, can we build one here? No, it must be built in the city, but it does technically have access to the river. So we'll build one there as well. Should be fine. Oh, and what we can absolutely do is connect those roads together. So this... you can just barely not reach here. But what should happen actually with that road? It might reach a little bit farther, and then I can also build a warehouse over here. And then, yeah, with the warehouse upgrade to 5 items, then we'll start moving those around. So, can we... Oh, we can't build the diagonal road here, because it's over the river. We can only go directly across the river. Okay, so that's now like that. Let's plan another wheat farm. Yeah, we can build it in all 4 of those areas, or sections. What I'm then going to do is say, let's choose our next house to be... let's have you use that one there. That will be the next place. Oh, excellent. So we can now... Oh. Not quite yet. Oh, the fish actually needs to arrive first. That's important. Okay, so we can now place that. And that shall then be built. And that will further help this flour mill. And we've got flour going there now. So this should upgrade... no, sorry, I take that back. You are undersupplied raw meat. So we need to add another hunter's lodge. You need access to fresh water. Let's put you here. Yeah, because this is fresh water here, but this is not fresh water. So you're going to build that one. That should then supply you better. Then it will upgrade. Then we'll build a tier 3 house. That will then get the jerky at once, and then we'll move to an even higher level. Excellent. What I'm actually thinking, we could build another monastery. No, hold on. Let's build a warehouse here first. And let's see how far this warehouse can go. Oh, you can only go here, so we'll have to build our next warehouse here. Oh, and you need access to fresh water. I mean, I guess what we could do is have it so that this moves through Gloria, then comes this way. So our supply line will go round this way. It will take a bit longer for now. But I think we can actually upgrade our distance. Or resources traveling on their own locally move 50% faster. Resources traveling range increased by 33%. Yeah, that would be excellent. So if we just continue up this tree, that will then shorten this time eventually. So I would like to build you there. Great. So this is a tier 3 house. You are having issues with flour. But once this is built, that will then go to tier 5 and we can build yet another wheat farm. So that should be good. Let's actually set your next one to be built... Oh, can't build there. Let's have our next house built there. Yeah, that should be good. And then what I would like to do next is... another wheat farm? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll build more wheat farms so that this is fully producing. Yep, wheat farm. Could actually go in any of these spaces, but I think I'll place it here because that's relatively close. So this should also be upgrading soon. If we look at our tier 2 house, you're getting wheat. But you're not getting wheat yet, so I think that's just because you don't have enough. So hopefully this wheat farm will then yeah, really allow it to expand. This flour mill to actually then produce as much as it should be. Ballista Venator. Harnessing compressed air to fire iron bolts, the Ballista Venator revolutionizes the hunt. Device once imagined for war, now repurposed to feed the Empire. Excellent. So, I'm now going to go for the Aether Liftworks, or the Ether Liftworks, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. Warehouses and merchant docks expand from 3 to 5 storage sections. So, and that will then help us with, yeah, all of this. So you're still having a little bit of issues with wheat, actually. So this smokehouse. I mean, I guess raw meat is something we need a little bit more of, again. Yeah, because the logs seem to be, the logging camp seems to be doing excellently. And how are you doing? Lumber mill, you also need more. You're doing fine. The flour is technically positive now. I think it's just not moving fast enough. So what we will absolutely do is, yeah, once we get this research done, what we can also do is let's increase our benefice to, I don't know, 1.5. That's so we get 1.5 research per day. And we can have up to 2 monasteries now, although we don't have a place to build them. Oh, actually, I take that back. You could, we could build here. So, monastery, you need access to fresh water. Let's go like that. So build that monastery and then we'll research even faster so that we're not sitting around waiting as much. Perfect. So it looks like there are a couple of houses not getting enough. So you're full tax, you're full tax. No tax. Ah, okay. So maybe fish is the issue. Moving fish here is the issue. What we could also do, because I think we've got, yeah, some of this is trying to move to this warehouse. So what we can do is say, why don't we... oh, actually, maybe why don't we... Can I not? Oh, yeah, I can. Just move like that. I'm not sure why it didn't connect fully, but that's fine. So that should make it easier to move. There's our cart going there, by the way. And then we're getting 3.1 research per day because of this monastery here. Well, the second monastery we've added. So, you are... You do 5 road connections. Yep, that's excellent. And so this is going to be... still take a little bit more time. That's fine. What we can try and do is... Well, okay. Can't build anything there. Can't build anything there or there or there or there. How far can this build? So what I'm going to do, let's try placing a road as far this way as we possibly can. Because this would be another place to build like an aqueduct, for example. And then I can... actually, what I can also do is build another city center. If I say over here, for example... And then let's build the road like that for now. And I'm just wondering... Yeah, that won't be far enough to go. Let's take a look at you. So you could go all the way around here. If I continue this road like, I don't know, that? Let's do that. And see how far we can get around with this warehouse. But I think I'm going to need another warehouse over here so I can continue expanding to other places. Oh, what's that? Coal deposit. Yes, coal is something else we need to find. I didn't see much of it over here. These are all limestone deposits, these like single looking stones. But I haven't seen coal. Oh, take that back. There's one there. 2, 3, 4. And this is gold over here. That will be excellent for exporting as well. You're undersupplied because you don't have... Well, no, I take that back. You shouldn't be undersupplied. Let's continue building the road out that way. And then this one. Let's try and build this road out there as far as possible. And then I think I will probably put a... I'll need to put fish here as well, because I'm just realizing they're actually coming from over here. All the way this way, which is far. So let's... What I will do is say we'll build a fishing dock here. In fact, we could just do those across and make this kind of our fishing town with this area. You're also fine for wheat production, for flour production now, and for producing that. So I think what I'm going to do is, when we are able to, I'm going to set our warehouses to also trade just jerky and trade flour directly. So things will be produced locally and then sent farther. Looks like we're just negative for raw meat. So, yes. What I'll definitely need to do here, the next building that we will do is we'll need to build yet another hunter's lodge. I'm thinking it's better if we don't have them next to each other because of this... oh, Aether Lift works. It's better if we don't have them next to each other because of the Ballista Venator research, so that's plus 10 speed, if they're not next to each other. So, what I'd like to do, let's have you... as I said, we are going to do flour, and we're going to do jerky. I'm going to set all of my, all of them to do that. So flour and jerky. That way we'll start storing them as well, because at the moment we're not doing that. Flour and jerky. Same thing for you here. Flour and jerky. Where else? Oh, you. We're going to go for flour and for jerky. Oh, and this one, flour and jerky. There, so that should flow better, and any excess from these flour mills should also flow better as well. So, we've got something else that we can, or that we should probably build here. I'm just wondering what would be a good... Well, you still haven't sent the resources all the way there. I mean, it looks like we've got them, so why are you not pushing them this way? That I'm not sure. Oh, what we can do, though, is continue building that road this way. I'm also wondering, city centre? We can build it here already. Or we could build an aqueduct to then irrigate stuff over here. No, I'm thinking maybe a city actually would be best here. Simply because... Well, if we put a fountain, so like the fountain that we have over here, it gives us this square of, yeah, fresh water, tiles that have access to fresh water. Which is not bad, but then we wouldn't really be able to expand that far out, although there is limestone here. Do we need, requires a limestone deposit, but doesn't actually need, oh, must have access to fresh water as well. As does most of these buildings, or they need trees. So you know what, maybe actually putting the city here would be better, rather than trying to build an aqueduct and putting it anywhere else. And city centre, we cannot build it here. Well, it's not in range. So what we could do is say, let's have you set to build, let's have you set to build, and it looks like this one is connected. And then go like that. So again, why aren't you sending stuff? You're stalled. But why are you stalled? Because it says that you are within this area. You've obviously got the resources. So again, why is that stalled? Ah, you here. Let us... We need more raw meat. So, let's go for this hunter's lodge. Can we actually just copy you like that? Yes, we can. Must be built in a forest. And with access to fresh water. Not many of those left, actually. Because the forest in the middle doesn't have fresh water. And this is not a forest tile, and that's not fresh water. Hmm. Oh, let's also do this resource traveling speed increase. What could we build here that would make sense? So we're actually a little bit low for fish. And I'm wondering if we should place that down just to be secure. But actually this, well, really we need more raw meat. We need a hunter's lodge. I mean, I guess in theory, could we build an aqueduct this way? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And then go like that. And then what we're going to do is build a fountain once that aqueduct is built. And so that will give us some more tiles. Actually, in fact, can we... maybe go like that. And then let's build the fountain here. Let's be connected to the aqueduct end. I mean, that looks like it's been completely built. Must have access to fresh water. Must be connected to the end. Oh, this hasn't been fully built yet. It doesn't have that thing on top. There we go. So I can put that there now. That will be built, and that will irrigate all of those tiles, and then we can put some buildings around there. Excellent. So we've got a long-distance aqueduct there. Actually just wondering... Well, in theory we could potentially build... No, I mean we've got this here, which actually we don't really need. I'm not using it, so I'm actually wondering if we should... What we could actually do, let us... Yeah, deconstruct you. Building, remove you, and then what we can do is say continue the aqueduct here, and I will put a fountain at the end there. What I also need over here, however, is more logging. Must have access to fresh water. Oh, I could put it here. That will work. And then if I build the road like that... Oh, okay. So our resources are going to move more swiftly now. So what we could do, limestone, coal, iron, and gold mines gain 10% production. Can also be built neighboring matching ore tiles, but only at 50% production. Ah, okay. Or we can do wheat, vineyard, and tobacco farms no longer require a river, but gain 10% production if placed by one. Let's actually do that. Yeah, like so. Okay, so you're now producing that. Our lumber... I'm thinking what we could do is we are producing 6 per week and lots of logs per week. I'm actually going to stop importing from Rome. Let's stop importing, but I won't export yet because we don't have enough. Okay, you can also have another industry. But I'm not really sure what would be useful. So we need a sand... We'll put a sand collector somewhere. Requires a beach. Glass blower produces bottles from sand, and then the vineyard requires a river. And then a winery just produces... well, you need access to fresh water as well, even though it doesn't say it there. The glass blower also needs access to fresh water. Oh, the sand collector also needs access to fresh water, but also like sand and fresh water. So we're actually going to need... maybe what we could do, if I look at you, does that go all the way to this aqueduct? Not in range of cement, but I think what we could do is say, let's go here. I'm also then going to build the road like that, because that will extend the range and we should be able to get that. Then I can build a fountain here, and then this will then be irrigated, and then we can start building things on the sand as well. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's do that then. Okay, this one has also been built. This is excellent. So let us now go for a another hunter's lodge. Let's put you, I guess, here, and then let's build a road like that. That way, hopefully that will then give us enough jerky. You're at full tax. You are at full tax, but it says we've got somewhere else that's not at full tax. Oh, you need wine. We're at tier 4 over here. Oh, and this one is finally built. I wonder what took that so long. So let's build a fishing dock here. And then I'll just keep building fishing docks across like that. So this is where we'll get our fish from. Yeah, because it looks like we don't have enough fish over here, and that's affecting production of things as well. So we will definitely do that, and hopefully that will be enough for all of these. I'm also going to build a road like that as well, to make those more closely connected. Oh, irrigation. We've now got irrigation. So let's have a look at our next ones. So excess fish can be consumed by farms to boost production speed. I like that, actually. Cities no longer gain additional upkeep cost after population 5. Let's actually do that. That sounds like it's probably a very good idea and will be very useful. So here we can now build our fountain like that. Here, I mean, if we build a fountain here, that would then give us access to limestone. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's pause quickly. If I demolish that building, limestone mine, we can build it there. We can't build it there because of fresh water. But actually, if I just extend the aqueduct there, I think that does it, because it looks like the end of the aqueduct gives us some fresh water anyway. So you know what, let's just extend there, and then what we can do is build cement. That's something else that we will have to move. And I'm wondering what would be the best way of doing that. So let's build the... So cement factory requires the ocean. I think the ocean and fresh water. That's going to be a little bit annoying, actually, since we've already used our aqueduct here. And there's no other... Oh, there is a source here that we could actually use. So if we say, let's build... must build from the top of the hill. If we go like... this, and then we build a fountain here. Oh, we need more population. Yeah, we can't do that because you need to be the next level. Okay, quick. Let's remove this aqueduct for now. I know what I was trying to do, but unfortunately we don't have the space here yet to be able to do that. Instead, you need jerky, and you need more flour as well. So actually we need... Okay, so it looks like we do actually need a fountain here, because I need to use some more of these spaces. Oh, no, actually, hold on. If I delete that, this is a space I can use. I always forget that. So let's go for a flour mill, like that. Yeah, you've got enough industry there. You're full for industry as well. And hopefully, I mean, that will be enough. Yeah, because it looks like some of the wheat is not being sent various places, or to where we need it. So, fingers crossed, we can change that. So, let's just build another one there for fish. Oh, and we need to let's build this road so that goes a little bit faster to both. Yeah, okay. And then what I'd like to do as well, we're going to need to build probably another warehouse over here, I guess. Yes, I mean, I will definitely do that. So we just, again, need to continue expanding. And then this, let's go like that. Okay, and then warehouse. We will do that. Oh, and there's this one over here, which I haven't done anything with yet either. I'm thinking probably the warehouse, actually. That will be another good investment. Must be... Oh, sorry, not the merchant dock. The warehouse. That makes a lot more sense. Go like that, and like that. Just to make sure it's all connected. Oh, and now we can build our other warehouse. I guess, yeah, let's put you there. That way that connects all of those together. Yeah, that looks good. So these should now be connected directly. Yes, they are. Why is that fish moving like that? Okay, it looks like let's connect this road. Let's actually connect. Yeah, but you know, that's fine. Maybe let's do that as well, just to make it all connect nicely. Yeah. Okay, so those are definitely connected now. Yeah, it's sending that cart across there. This one's now connected. Let's also do flour and jerky here. Oh, okay. So cities no longer gain additional upkeep cost after Pop 5. Excellent. So what's next? All Tier 1 houses gradually upgrade to Tier 2. Undersupplied Tier 2 still support population growth. Lower penalty to Tier 2 tax rate if undersupplied. Let's do that. I think that would be very useful. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, those will then move to Tier 2. What we will probably need, though, is yet another more flour production. So let's do that. That's that one there. You don't have enough flour, and you need wine. It's your issue. This one here, let's put another fishing dock in, because again, we're supplying several. I'll also put a road just to cut off that corner, because why not? We've got the cement, or we're importing enough cement for it, so we might as well. So, for anybody who wants to wishlist this game, you can do this at the link that I am going to send in the chat right now, which is this one. So if I think the game should be coming out relatively soon. We're on version 0.988, so version 1.0 should be coming very soon. I don't think there's an exact release date. Oh, I've just noticed it's slowing down here. So you know what? Let's just connect those as well. Oh, and it looks like we can build something else here. So let's put in our... Well, the question becomes, do I make wine around here? Because, well, and you know what? Probably not, in fact. Because we need to move more... Leona might be a better place to make wine, although... So, to make wine, we need a sand collector. We don't have any beach over here, so we'd have to do it here. That's non-negotiable. Or here, but again, we haven't got there yet. We need to make a glass blower, which also needs fresh water. We need the vineyard, which needs fresh water, and we need the winery, which also needs fresh water as well. The question is where to do that. Probably along a river somewhere. that might not be a bad place to do it. So in fact, if we build another, with the idea of leapfrogging over here, if we build another city center here, I'll then try and build one here, and then one here. And we can try and create wine over here. Fingers crossed that works. So you go, well, I'll build another warehouse over here, because we will absolutely need that. Then I guess same thing going this way. I mean, let's just connect those like that for now. And I guess go like that. So that way I can say, let's build the warehouse. Can't build on any of those. I guess we can just put it in one of these. Oh, there's limestone there as well. But I will just use this here. Actually, no. I'm saying that, but this can go all the way to this corner. So you know what? Why don't we do it that way instead? Add the warehouse. Yeah, I guess we'll add the warehouse here. I'm just wondering, yeah, if we were to do something else, what could we do? And the question is, yeah, there's not much. You know, let's just put the warehouse there. We can always delete it and build something else if that would be more suitable. Okay, so we've also got this one over here. This warehouse, you go relatively far. What we could do instead, I think you still need flour. We seem to be okay for raw meat over here. I'm wondering about production of lumber. No, we actually seem to be okay for production of lumber. 5 per... Although we're only producing 5 per week. So in fact, what we might want to do is say, let's do a lumber mill. It needs to be in fresh water. So let's do the logging camp first. Let's do that. And then what I will do is say, let's have you build your or try and build your next houses. Maybe up there. Or build your next house at least over there. And then I'll build another logging mill, I don't know, here-ish. And then a lumber mill over there. Could be fine. Yeah. And then that should be enough. So, we can have yet another industry. You know what, I'm thinking, like, fish would be excellent because we don't have fish otherwise in this area, or at least fish production. So let's add another fishing dock there. And it's easy because it's just produces its resource. We don't have to worry about supplying it with anything, so that would be excellent. Housing, flour. We don't have jerky. You know, so we probably need some more jerky production as well. But it's not something we can do here yet. So, yeah, I mean, definitely flour and wine are not making it all the way over here. I mean, over here, technically we do have space for something else. It looks like this one might actually not be producing, or we don't produce enough wheat to make that fully work. So let's add another wheat farm there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like we're not actually producing enough wheat. Oh, also, we don't have a road here, so let's change that. Let's go like that and like that, so you can build those roads, please. Yeah, okay, that's getting better. That now moves a little bit faster, as it should. And then we've got this tier 3 house. You don't have jerky. That is, yeah, from over here. So, you are, yeah, building that logging camp, as you should. Let's now do well, build a road. Okay, so we've got the tier 1 houses now gradually upgrading to tier 2. Let's have you move like that. And then I want another logging camp. 3 extra trees. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and the next thing to do is, should we do mines 10% production? Or we could do excess fish can be excess fish can be consumed by frogs. Let's do that. That seems good. Okay, so everyone who's still watching, what do you think of the game so far? Is this something you'd be interested in? Construction site, lumber mill. Need more population. We could build it. Let's build you here because I think that would be the least, or the one that's least in the way. Yeah, we don't really need a road there. Okay, so you've now upgraded to level 3. I think there's nothing else to be built. Oh, you can technically build something else as well. Yes, I forgot about that. This one also has gone to the next level. And yeah, Jude, you are... It's that flower. How are these farms doing? It doesn't look like they're selling off anything erroneously. Or they're not selling off anything that we don't need to sell off. Or that we're overproducing, I should say. So let's add a wheat farm here. And I will connect this road here. And then, yeah, I do need to figure out where I'm going to be producing wine. And I'll need a lot of that production. So maybe let's go... This is not a great place to produce wine, but let's definitely add a road like that. What I'd like to do, let's go for, again, flour and jerky there. Not that we need them yet, but we will. And then let's... So what do I want to produce here, I guess is the question. I mean, I was really just using this to leapfrog to other places. I would like... I mean, this could be a good place... No, hold on. I need beach for wine, which means I need to move... goods. I'm going to need to move these somewhere. As in, move these products, because limestone won't probably sit here. It must have... Oh, sorry. Cement factory... that's why we need this beach here. But I cannot build limestone here, which means if I put if I add limestone here, we then need to move that as well. Which means we'll need another warehouse just to move that sort of stuff. Okay, these seem to be fine now. You still need jerky. This is producing fully now, so I'm thinking... Well, let's do our lumber camp. Let's put you somewhere where it's not really... Oh, there are tons of trees here. You know, it doesn't really matter. Let's just pop you down there. And then raw meats. Actually, I think raw meat's the thing that's holding us back still. So if I were to add that... No, I need to... No, I need to do other stuff. I wish there was a way of saying flour production. Is there a way of just seeing that? So that's fish. 2 is wheat. So, you're moving there. We've got wheat moving here as well. We've got no wheat here at all, and no wheat there. So we need to increase our production of wheat first of all. That's kind of the most basic thing, yeah, because you don't have any, and you don't have any wheat. These don't have any wheat either. But fish is absolutely fine from the look of it. All of this area, everything is perfectly fine. So we don't need to worry about fish. Oh, something I will worry about though is let's build a road like that, so that's connected. So So that fish, if it wants to move, can just follow the road. So wheat. Wheat is what we need to worry about. What we can do is say, let's turn that overlay off. Wheat farm. If I build one, I can't build one there. Can't build one there. Can I build another city here? I'm wondering how it would expand, though. Oh, indigene farming. Excess fish can be consumed by farms to boost production speed 20%. So, what we can do now is enhance preservation. Houses consume resources 10% slower. That would be useful. Or waters of healing. Increased population growth reduces population loss. Plus 5% speed to all production buildings. Plus 20% extra for each monastery in the same city. Let's go for the preservation first. So in theory, I could build something there. Oh, I do have these now. And we do have you. You know what? Let's produce wine here, as I said earlier. So what I'm going to do, you do get some fish. Let's also say, sorry, not wheat. Let's go for flour and jerky. Which actually neither of you could produce jerky. What we could do, though, is build a city over here and produce jerky that way. You know what? Let's do that. So, aqueduct. Oh, we can only do one aqueduct per spring. So let's do this one then. And if I say build there, and then let's build a city center at the end of that. And then I can use this as well to make jerky. And what I'd also like to do, let's add a road that just joins up there. That will be useful. Okay, you want something else. What did we build here? That's the warehouse. We've got trees, but I think, again, these hunter lodge can only be built in forest, which is why we're building this one over here. What we could do, I'm just thinking, let's build a warehouse here. That will then should cover a lot more of this. Reed says a hunting city. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll build a city here, and then we will just have it set to produce jerky. So it needs hunters' lodges, it needs a smokehouse. Yeah, that should deal with our issues here. I'm also going to let's build a road. I don't know if we can, well, let's do that. This one, you're going to go here, and let's also just connect that there as well. We'll put our city center somewhere there. Maybe here. Well, then we'd have a bunch of areas that's not buildable. So if I put you there, and then put the spring there, well, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so you should be upgrading... Oh, no, you do not have enough fish. You don't have enough fish either. I wonder if it's because we are now producing some... Or we're now using that excess fish. So if I had a fish dock here... Nope, you need access to fresh water. So we can't do that. Can't add that there either. I mean... In theory, that could go there, but how do we then get it across? We need access to trains, I think, to do that, to move things really long distance without needing the warehouses at set intervals. Could we actually build a city center over here? We could actually then produce fish over here. How far do you... Oh, with a road, that should then go all the way. So let's go like that. I'm then going to build a city center, let's say there. And, well, you've got some concrete moving there. And build something else here. Again, I don't really know what, though. I don't know what would be useful. Actually, I guess what we could do, let's build a road just all the way across to there to see if this, and build that there as well, to see if this will then be able to go all the way. Let's close you. Oh, sorry, I don't want that tool. So at the moment, well, it is expanding. Its radius, at least, is expanding. What I'm thinking we might be able to do is build another warehouse here that's for the interchange. So if I say build a warehouse here, let's do that. This one, I mean, what we could actually do is have our different productions actually go then here. So what we need is we need the sand collector, we need a glass blower, both of which needs like ocean tiles. Oh, hold on. You need the glass blowers. We'll need to put here because it needs to be in the city. Sand collection needs the beach. That will have to go there. The vineyards, that you need more population. Oh, you just actually need the fish to go there. So what we might actually be able to do is, yeah, have some fish produced here. Yeah, fishing dock will go there. So our aqueduct should also be finished. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do, let's build a city center here. And then I will build a fountain, I think, here, if I can. So that way we irrigate all of this land. Must be built in city. Actually, this might be better. And then especially if we say, like, build your house over this side. I don't think houses need to be on irrigated land. I think they can just be anywhere. So, how far in are we to the game? I haven't even been paying attention to that. 12.04 years passed. So I think we're going to reach the 500,000 cash by year 15, maybe year 20. So that will be good. So we can get a perk for our next game. The others, I don't think we're going to get to. I mean, maybe the number of cities would be great if I just keep plopping them down, but I don't think we're going to get to the 24 level. Houses consume resources 10% slower. Okay, let's do a quick pause. Can I delete this house? Yeah, let's do that. And instead, what we're going to do, you are going to set your house... maybe let's set this one to be the house. And then what I can do is build the fountain here. Yes, I think that will be good. I think that will be useful. Unless I've completely misjudged many things. So let's build... actually, let's go like... that's not exactly how I wanted to build that. Let's go like that instead. You are fine for fish. Oh, in fact, what we could do, we need fish here. Fishing dock, right there. Yeah, this one. Yeah, and then that will be your fish supplied as well. That should be your fish supplied. And actually, what we could do, let's build the vineyard here. And what we could do is send all of these things to the various places they need to go. So for example, if we actually set this one to not worry about these things, let's instead worry about maybe sand. Let's go for bottles, grapes, and wine. Like that. Oh, and for our research, production points, increases population growth, reduces population loss. Tiles gain freshwater access from rivers. Oh, one tile further away. Aqueducts can extend up to a distance of 36 tiles. Fountains provide water at 4 additional tiles. Actually, both of those would be great as well. So let's just keep doing research. Okay, so there's the fish. Fish is on its way. Let's do even more fish. Oh, we need the house first. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go like that and like that. Okay. This one here, you can now have your fountain. And the various ones with fish. Oh, you are... Yeah, going like that. You still want fish, which is fine. You don't reach all the way over here. Okay. So, you know what we could do? Let's stop doing... No, let's go back to lumber, and let's go to... or let's go for cement here. Because that's actually in range. And what I will do is build another warehouse to move specifically the wine stuff around. Yeah, that's what we will have to do. So actually, what I will then do is say, let's send these back to being, or set them being to, oh yes, jerky and flour. So flour and jerky. So actually what we could do in theory is if we may turn this into... Oh no, hold on, we're already doing... If we made this wheat farming here, I think that would be good. So let's go for a wheat farm here. Let's also build an aqueduct. Not create more than aqueduct. Oh, yeah, sorry, we've already used that aqueduct and we used that one. Okay, quick pause, because maybe this is not the best place for this to go. Oh, and yeah, hold on. I'm gonna set your... Let's prioritize building there. And then let's actually not build that house. And then what we will do is start hunting here. Yeah, that's what we will do. So that's your house. Or that's the house, I should say. Maybe, I guess what we can do is we can set this one to being... Well, I wanted fish here. But I also need... I need several things. I need... So could we build another city here? In theory, yes we can. Would that be worth it? Let's try. I mean, I haven't tried yet. So let's connect you like that and like that. Let's also connect you like that as well. Okay, and then here, let's go for a Hunter's Lodge. Let's put you there. And then we select you. Let's have your next house be, I don't know, there. Yeah, okay, this is being built. So what I'm hoping we can do is, like, actually make our wheat here. So I'm going to add yet another fishing dock here. And then I'll add a third one. So this is where we can get fishing stuff done. this is our house. I think that's fine. We will then add a wheat farm here and here. The nice thing though is we won't have to worry about, we can put our flour mill up here without having to worry about irrigation. So limestone, coal, iron, all the mines gain stuff. But what I'd really like is the freshwater tiles from the river, one farther away. That would be excellent. Okay, so over here, we were making this into logging. Oh, which we haven't actually put a logging, a lumber mill down. So lumber mill. Must have access to fresh water. That's going to be you here. Yeah, and that's the lumber mill. So you are expanding again. Why don't we add a wheat farm once that's built? These ones will do as well. Oh, hold on. Now we can add a wheat farm there. Okay, and this is doing all of our normal stuff. So I'm going to need another... let's add another warehouse. You need fresh water? That's some limestone. We only need that for cement, and I'm not going to do that here. But you know what? Let's actually put you there. And then say, just add a road there. That does work. And then let's connect you like that. Because again, why not? Imperium Romanum, my beloved. Lewis, I've actually never played Imperium Romanum. This is Nova Patria is the name of the game. So you are... Okay, you are now going to upgrade. You have upgraded. So let's add... Actually, maybe let's do another fishing one, just to make sure we've got enough for this region. And then I'll add a wheat farm here to round you out. We will definitely add another wheat farm here as well, or somewhere within this expansion. And then we will go for a flour mill for the next expansion. So you need the population. Why? Oh, because it's still trying to build that up there. It's fine. And you are... Hold on. You're the basic one, so I don't want... so now I want to focus on our wine materials here. So bottles, sand, grapes, and the wine itself. I'm wondering if there's herbs and flavoring. I wonder if we need to do anything with those as well, or if that's to do with tobacco and cigars, which that's the more likely one, I think. Okay, so you are building a house there. I'll put a wheat farm maybe over there, and then a flour mill on the hill for the next one. So, yeah, you are still waiting. You can reach all... sorry. Oh, you cannot reach all the way over there. That's your problem. So, what we can actually do, let us demolish this building, and I will copy you and put you not there. Probably not there, because it can't reach. Let's actually just do a wheat farm then. Put one of you there. And let's put a wheat farm here. And then a flour mill will be the next thing that you build. Oh, and let's prioritize your next house to be there. Yeah, you're building that one. That should be fine. And then I'm thinking the next one for Letter Maya will be a warehouse. Again, for the basic resources, which I guess we'll build... Or I might just build... you can go... Oh, maybe I'll build it there. That should be a good place for it. So let's prepare the warehouse. Oh, hold on. And let's... Yeah, okay, you've built that. That's fine. You've now built that one. You're going to upgrade. So let's build this flour mill Oh, hold on. Again, we need to wait for the house to build first. So what I will do is wait for this warehouse to be to come available. Yeah, but we need... Oh, and you know what? This is not going to reach that house, annoyingly. Okay, maybe let's change focus a bit. Let's put a warehouse... Oh, you need another house. That's this one. You are... Okay, that can be built though, so that will be fine. Then I will place another generic or general warehouse. Here we've got a house, which is good. We've got a hunter's lodge. You know, let's place another hunter's lodge. Yeah, it's too close. Let's put you there, and then the next thing will be the smokehouse there. Okay. So, I guess what we need to do then is place the... Oh, sorry, the warehouse. Need that house, which is not going to be built. So let's actually place the warehouse here. I don't like doing that, but there's not much else we can do. So what I can do instead is build a... I'll build another wheat farm over here. Yep, and those are on the move to build... the construction site. Excellent. Okay, that's being built. And then I will have this set to be just the general stuff as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, let's then say flour and jerky. Goal complete. Accumulate wealth. So new starting perk, plus 30k starting funds. That's excellent. So let's now go for jerky. So that's for our next game. That's not for now. So that's all flowing to the various places. Here, yeah, hold on. So that should now be in range for this house. Let's get rid of all of those pop-ups. Yeah, that's now in range for that house. So we can now build both of those houses because we couldn't build those before. And then, okay, here, if we're going to make this into a vineyard, we need... Oh, actually, this one. Let's build another vineyard here. Oh, deep wells. Excellent. So let's build another vineyard here. Yeah, because you can send fish all the way there. So this one... Oh, you're building a... That's fine. Okay, so let's build the smokehouse here when we're able to, once that has finished building. Like that. Then we can start sending jerky to various places. But first, what we need to do is, a little bit more importantly than that, is this flour mill. So let's put one there. And then we need a road like that, and a road like that. Oh, and you know what? A road like that for the wheat that's coming. Okay. Speaking of wheat, we can now add another wheat farm here. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and so that is now building. That will then start supplying wheat to various places. Like, for example, we've got this tier 2 house. In fact, these are all tier 2 houses. Oh, speaking of, we finished with our research. Let's now go to fountains provide water to 4 additional tiles. I like that. Then we'll get to steel afterwards. Okay, so you are upgrading. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's build another... Hold on. This flour mill. You've got several there. Yeah, let's build another flour mill up here. And I'll build another wheat farm down here. Once this building is built. Yeah, which is almost... Oh, that's almost upgraded. So what's happening? Ooh. Oh, we lost some... lost some population because this has been abandoned. Okay, for some reason we are not producing enough fish. So you know what? Actually, you know what? What we can do, let's add more fish there, now that we can do that. And then we can just continue. We'll just have to continue that. So, it says you're abandoned. Why are you abandoned? Oh, maybe because of this house. No? Hold on. That shouldn't be abandoned, though. So we obviously don't have enough fish. So this will upgrade. Again, I will add yet some more fish. Okay, and let's continue this road across like that, and like that. Also go like that, because that's how they seem to be moving. Boom. Okay, so you're building all of those roads. And then what we will do is... yeah, I mean, just build yet another... We need more fishing docks, because we're trying to support a larger population. Well, in fact, maybe what I should have done is built the road like that. Yeah, that would have made more sense. And then add that there. Okay, so you need jerky. So that should be coming from here. But of course, we do not... Oh, actually, we don't have enough fish coming here either. Yeah, oh, in fact, these are not connected. Although, in theory, you are actually trading with there, but only via carts. You can't send anything like... you can't send any local resources like this is happening, like that's doing. Oh, and in fact, why do we have both of these? Oh, yes, we don't actually need both of these the way they are. What I can do is I will change this one to become wine. Because again, once we start fully producing that, we will absolutely do that. So, to produce wine, we need... we need to expand until we get to the sand. Okay. A vineyard, which we've got actually down here. Once we get enough fish to move that. We need the glass blower as well, which needs fresh water, but we need the sand first before we can do anything with that. In that case, I guess we also need a winery. So if I wish it would tell you, it makes wine from grapes, which we do get grapes from here. But at the same time, I think we need to be able to bottle it before that will actually do much of anything, or before that would be much of any use. So I need to expand here. In that case, how far, if I set a wheat farm there. Oh, in theory, you will go all the way to the to those. So yeah, let's do that. And what we can even do is just build a road, maybe like that, just to make it even faster. Okay, you now need flour and jerky. Yep. Okay. But hopefully with this farm, and I think what I'll do is I'll build another farm here. We can then, yeah, make sure that all of those are producing. So, oh yeah, we need your jerky. So this place we need to set up to be a little bit more friendly. Maybe can we? Oh, that's how the fish is coming in. Let's change that. Oh, that's kind of weird. I didn't mean to do that. Well, you know what? Fine. Can we actually have it come directly like that? That will be a little bit more useful, I think. Okay, so it's just this tier 2 house, tier 3 house. Doesn't get the flour it needs. But otherwise, we've got just about everything else. Oh, You need logs. That's something we do not have. So let's definitely add a logging mill, since we can. Must be built on even ground. Production, 5 extra trees. Oh, we need this research first before that will go through. That's a shame, but understandable. We could actually build one... Oh, actually, let's build it here. And then that's close enough that it will be sent there. Okay, and that will cause Billy to expand again. And we've got limestone deposits there and there, which we can then use maybe for cement. Cement factory needs the ocean. Ah, but otherwise, that's fine. Nice, okay. So you've expanded again, and then what we can do is a limestone mine there, and then we do a cement factory there. Oh, aqueducts extend a distance up to 36. Fountains provide water to 4 additional tiles. Excellent. So let's go for the last one, which is increased population growth, reduces population loss, plus 5% speed to all production buildings, plus 20% extra for each monastery in the same city. Okay, so you have... So we've gone 1 in each of the cardinal directions. That's good to know. So if we say... What do you need? You are undersupplied for the smokehouse. Okay. For our raw meat. So if we say add a hunter's lodge, must be built on even ground with access to fresh water. None of those are going. Nah. What we can do, let's say, let's take our town. Let's prioritize our next house to be there, and then let's delete this house. Oh, hold on. That's a hunter's lodge as well. Ah, none of those really help. Maybe what I should have done, and oh, actually, now I could potentially do it. Delete the hunter's lodge, move this one over, move the fountain one over, and then continue building. But I'm not going to do that. What I could also do is use this spring here and irrigate. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. So we've got aqueduct start. If we go... Okay, so I think we need to be in the city. Oh yeah, we do need to be in the city. Does the logging camp need fresh water? Yes, it does. We could put that there. It will then expand again. And then what we can do is build the aqueduct, build a fountain like here-ish, and then that will irrigate all of this. We can make this much more of a powerhouse for our smokehouse. In fact, we might then need a second smokehouse, hopefully. Bedtime for me. Thanks for the stream. Sleep well. Yes, in fact, I'm thinking that I am going to end the stream here as well, because it has been about 2 hours. So I do really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you're interested, as I said, in Nova Patria, please definitely use the link. I am posting that in the chat again, so you can wishlist it. It's not out yet, but it should be out relatively soon. They're at version 0.988, and 1.0 will be the full release. So yeah, definitely wishlist it on stream if you thought that was interesting, using the link in the chat. And I hope to see you next time for the next live stream, which will be on Friday and will be Star Trek New Horizons. So yeah, look forward to seeing you then, and bye for now.